Today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable easel card with the googly ghouls. And the fun part about it is that when you display it, it sits just like this. And then if you get a votive, you put it in the back and it actually lights up your little monster. So I would get the smaller votives. These were some I picked up at the dollar store and they're really too big, but they have the smaller ones at other stores. Okay, let's get started. First thing you're going to do is take a piece of basic gray cardstock at 3 3/4 by 2 7/8, and then we're going to put it into the embossing folder and center it. Okay, we're going to run that through our big shot. And it gives you this beautiful design. And next you're going to take your wide oval punch and punch out the center. Okay. And then next we're going to do some stamping on here. So I wanted the cute little bat on here and my spider that I think is so adorable. Oops, I got a little edge there. Be careful about that. Okay, next thing we're going to do is take our card base, which is Tangerine Tango, and all I've done is cut it by 4 1/4 by 11, and you're going to score it at 5 1/2, and then on one of your ends you're going to score from your corner to your corner, and our diagonal scoring plate is great for that. So you fold that in half and your easel actually goes like this. Okay, so next thing we're going to do here is we're going to bring in the 2 1/2 inch circle punch because we want to be able to see through our card. So we're going to punch out a 2 1/2 inch circle punch. And then the black layer that also goes on the front of your card will also need to have the 2 1/2 inch circle punched out of it. Okay, so this is going to be your layer that goes on the front. Alright, we can put some other layers on here. This is the Howl's Tooth designer paper. Oh, I forgot to get my tape out. So, oops, we're going to put that on our black layer. Just like this. And we're also going to put some ribbon on right down the middle. I like to do my ribbon with tape, but my tape dispenser isn't here right now. Make sure it stays in place. So we'll just use some snail. Oops, I need to straighten that up a little bit. And then I took another 4-inch piece. I like to do this with my ribbon because it avoids having a double knot in your card, and that costs you more postage. And then with our craft scissors, we're going to snip the edges. I love these scissors. They cut just like butter. Okay, so we've got this part of our card done. The next thing we need to do is take a piece of vellum cardstock, and we're going to stamp our googly ghoul monster in Versamark, and then we're going to emboss him with black embossing powder. There we go. Set that aside so I don't blow it away with my heat tool. We're going to heat set that. Through the magic of television, I've already got one done here for you so you don't have to sit and wait for that. You want to make sure you tip it in the light so you everything is shiny so you know that your entire image is embossed. Next, I took my old olive marker and I colored in his face on the back. And this is really easy to do on vellum. You don't have to be real neat about it because when you turn him back over to the front, that's all you can see is his face. Next, I'm going to take our googly eyes. These self-adhesive googly eyes are fabulous. Oops, and right now I'm looking for a pokey tool and can't quite locate one, so I'm going to use my little tweezers here and put some eyes in place on my monster. Who doesn't like to get a card with googly eyes? They're so fun. Oops. There we go. And then we need to place him in between all our little layers here. So I'm going to take some adhesive, put it around the outside of my basic gray. Here's my little monster. And you can see through him now, so that's very cool. And then we're going to adhere him to our card front. Whoops, I've got a little bit of vellum sticking out here. So I'm just going to cut that off so we can't see that on our card. Here's our gray. And now, when you go to put your card front on your easel card, you only want to adhere it to the flap that folds over on the bottom. So I recommend putting tape here versus on the back of your card layer, because you can see exactly what you're doing here. Okay, and we're just going to center this. Okay, so there's our little googly ghoul, and it's hard to see in the daylight, but you can see the light shining through the back. Alright, and then on the inside of my card, what I did is I took some more of the same designer paper and adhered that right to the bottom edge here with a little border around it. And then we're going to take a scrap and stamp our boo on there. And punch that out with the next smaller oval punch. And then I need a little scrap of black. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for that. Forgot about my black scallop that I need. Okay, and then we're going to put this on here. And then I'm going to use a dimensional, or maybe two, to attach this to my card. And this is what my easel is going to stand against. Here we go. And then last but not least, I want to do my Halloween greeting. So I'm using the Hostess Set Wacky Wishes. It has Happy Halloween in it. My black ink. And I always like to do a little decorating on the inside of my card too, so people have a little surprise when they open it up. So we're going to put... Okay, so here's a very simple easel card. You're going to send it in the mail like this. They're going to open it up, and then make sure you let them know somehow with a little sticky note to put that on there. It's hard to send these through the mail, but if you're hand delivering cards, they're just adorable. So there we go. I'll have all of the dimensions on at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a spectacular Halloween. Thanks for stopping by.